Welcome back, dweebs, to another episode of the Weekly Dweeb. With me, as always, is my good friend Kev. Kev, are you surviving the Arctic winter outside right now? Because it is deathly cold out there.
It is quite a task, man. I feel it in my very bones.
You're in Ohio, too, where that wind is worse.
Yeah, I contemplated tearing down my bookshelf and just lighting a fire in the living room.
just building a fire in the house. You got to be careful. You go outside. If you mess around too much, you might not return. Car stop somewhere, wherever. It'll be the end of you. It's that cold outside.
It's so bad.
Thimble winter has arrived, Kev. And with it, we've got major God of War news. And Amazon MGM Studios has announced the casting of Kratos. Kev, not an incredibly familiar name, but if you know him, you know him. Meet Ryan Hurst, your Kratos in the God of War series, coming to Prime Video. Kev knows Kratos as
left side. Strong side. That's Gary Bertier, an All-American at that.
The All-American Gary Bertier from, remember, the Titans. Also, Opie in Sons of Anarchy, a show I love. On his casting as Kratos, Ryan Hurst says, used to play as him, now I get to be him. Grateful to pick up the axe and honored by the fans who made this story legendary. Now, Kev, this isn't the only thing. These games, specifically the newer games, are near and dear to my heart. I will die on the hill that they're some of the best games you can ever play. He is the voice of Thor in the games. So I'm going to pull up a clip. Kev did not know this until about 10 minutes ago. And I am going to, we're just going to play and talk over this as he goes. So I think it's very interesting that he is Thor in the games, but is going to be Kratos in the show. It's very interesting here. So jump this forward a little bit.
Yeah, I had heard that he had voiced Thor, which was news to me as of like 2 days ago, but I didn't realize it was no, he voiced Thor.
He voiced Thor in the game. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Can I come in?
This is very early in the game for anybody that's not played.
I have need. You would not find me good company. No. I'm sure we'll find lots to talk about.
Jump this forward just a little bit. So that's who he is playing in the show. This is who he plays in the game.
Wild, man. I mean, and I can hear what people are saying about the voice.
Place.
Big boy Thor.
Give me some talking here. And don't need to zip forward too far.
They're really playing it.
I'm gonna speed it up a little bit.
Yeah, I love it. Probably such a big moment in the games that they're like drawing it out.
It is very early.
You could have told me before I poured. Why are you here? Just being polite. You seem like a calm and reasonable person.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you? A calm and reasonable person. If the moment calls for calm.
They're both talking like they got a bunch of
think the
gravel in
moment
their
calls
mouths,
for calm.
Yep.
but it's so good.
Yeah.
Then we get Odin showing up, and we can go a long ways into this. But
Ooh.
so Kev, that is our boy Ryan Hurst, aka Thor in the game, not just Thor in some random thing that you thought.
Yeah.
And that's also Ryan Hurst, who will be playing Kratos. Kev, give me your thoughts as somebody who has not played the games. Whoops, I clicked the wrong button there. No big deal. Has not played the games, knows him from TV. What do you think, buddy? What do you think of our guy getting cast here?
I have played the games, and although
Limited capacity, sorry.
I hate to well, no, I was gonna say just we agree on things so often. This can be something we're firmly on opposite sides of the fence. I've played the God of War games that count. All right. I've played the first 3 of them. They were really good until these guys decided that they couldn't have enough. So they had to reset the whole universe and put it in a completely different pantheon. So I will say that all of this has really renewed my interest in wanting to maybe check out this story in time to now I'm in the mindset of I might want to play a couple of these games so I'm prepared for what the show's going to do. But as far as the casting goes, oh, I love it. I loved it before I heard his voice, just because I, like you mentioned, he's not in a lot of things that people recognize, but the 2 times that I can say that I know I watched him, Remember the Titans and as Opie in Sons of Anarchy, he was phenomenal. Arguably one of the best characters in both of those things. I will say hands down best supporting character in Sons of Anarchy for the seasons he was there. And obviously one of the leads in Remember the Titans. So I assumed he would do a great job because he has that beard.
The beard,
so that's gotta help.
Yeah, it looks exactly like it.
With the voice, I'm here for it, James. But how about you? Because
that's
this is
something
thing that is close to your heart. I'm over here like, okay, cool. Now I'll tune in.
And I am the opposite of you. So one of my best friends played all the original games, and when I was younger, I watched him play them all, beat them all, and I played them off and on. It was really the Norse saga when they didn't reboot the games, but they just moved it to a different pantheon and just did it. The explanation is really funny, but I love those games. And Kev didn't know the story, so I gave him the real quick version. It really is the game 1 is they are traveling to the highest peak in the realm, him and his son Atreus, to spill his mother's ashes across the realm from the highest peak. That's the base level of the game. And in game 2, they're trying to end Fimbulwinter. It was really the basic, all the way down to no spoiler territory. So the father-son tale in game 1 is awesome. Now they're going to get a little ahead of themselves because Thor has already been cast. He shows up like the very, very end of game 1, and I don't remember if he even has a voice actor at that point. I think it's just it's that cloaked scene you see, or like it's something very similar to that at his house. So man, to see them use Thor, the Thor actor, like he looks the part. The thing with Kratos you're worried about is he's got a very specific voice, right? It's the same as it's the Halo TV show not using the Halo actor when they didn't have to pull a helmet off, right? They use somebody else. It doesn't sound the same, and everybody gets pissed off. Like you got to please the fans to a certain extent, right? Fallout does a fantastic job of this. Hearing him play Thor and hearing he's already got that Norse voice, that deep Viking-esque voice. I'm like, he's gonna be able to change it just enough to sound just like Kratos. And then you're like, this dude is fucking big as shit. huge, got the beard, and I'm like, you don't have to sell me very much on this one. Seen him act. He's awesome in other stuff. Like, I'm in, man. I'm in.
Yeah, locked in. I am very excited about this.
It was
especially after hearing the voice, because that, like you said, it seems like that's going to be right in his wheelhouse. So it's exciting. And as you mentioned with Fallout, like Amazon doing pretty okay. For my money in the TV shows that I've watched in general, because, you know, I've also been a fan of The Boys for the most part. Gen V has had some bad episodes for sure. Some bad decisions, but and Fallout I have loved so a lot. And I guess as more a direct correlation would be they're both video games. So as far as video game content goes, Amazon's doing all right now. So it gives me hope that this might not suck. Do you think, James, people are going to get confused? How many people are just now going to learn that Thor is a Nordic god and not just a Marvel creation? You think we're all on board?
There's going to be a ton of people that are like, wait, I thought he was Marvel's character.
Yeah. I can't wait to see the fake trailers.
Like Thor,
pull out Chris Hemsworth, Thor, splice him in.
I mean, there's a ton of, like, the whole Norse pantheon is in the game, right? It's
got
Odin,
Fenrir.
It's Thor. I think Fenrir's in it. Mimir, Sif, Heimdall. Very different versions. I will say that. And there's gonna be a lot of confused people. They'll be like, "That's not Chris Hemsworth."
They should have started. They should have started at the original point in the timeline. Now, see, maybe they'll do like a prequel series, but it saddens me that they're just cutting off every part of like what started this whole thing. The whole reason all of this exists was those original God of War games. And that was a pretty cool story on its own. And they're just like, nah, we'll just skip right to the Nordic stuff. And that makes me sad as a Greek mythology nerd. I'm sad by this. But hey, we're getting the Odyssey this year, so I'm not going to be greedy.
Did you know Ryan Hurst is in the Odyssey? Because I did not until I just pulled it up.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was announced in the Odyssey last spring. No idea I have no idea who he plays or anything, but he is in the Odyssey, so that's fun.
That's great. I hope it's not. Honestly, I don't care what it is. I'm partially hoping he's not one of Odysseus's sailors, because even though he'll get a lot of screen time, it might not be a great.
The ending might not.
Trying to avoid
do well. Yeah.
You know, any spoilers for this book that just came out. But
200,000 years ago.
Maybe they'll have him be a part of that prologue, where he's just part of the Trojan War, because there's a ton of different generals where it would be kind of cool, even though it's a much smaller role.
Yeah,
to have I love it when it's a good actor. Like when they had Brian Cox as Agamemnon in Troy, I was like, oh hell yeah, brother.
Yep. I know you're disappointed it's the Norse saga. The Norse saga is great. You're also leave it a lot open for flashbacks. Your gods aren't completely out of it. I'll say that right now. Your Greek gods are not. They're not a major part, but they do have a small part to play. Now there's a lot of other rumored castings to go through, and there's some I know some of these, I don't recognize them all. I want to get this pulled up too. For major roles, obviously Ryan Hurst is Kratos, and I don't recognize a lot of these, but you got Alistair Duncan as Mimir, Teresa Palmer as Sif, Max Parker as Heimdall, and I can't even that Olafur Dari Olafsson.
Oh, sounds like a great casting choice, though. Based on name alone,
is Thor, and you can tell he looks like Thor, the guy on the far right.
Oh wow!
So this is obviously the versions of the game. Second to right is Heimdall. Kev, obviously very different from the Marvel version, a very different version, I will state that, but the guy looks fucking just like him, and I don't know him at all, but I know he's in a show right now, or was just in a show that people loved. Think he was awesome, so that's fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss all the Marvel armor from this character, but yeah, it looks game accuracy so far. I can see it.
Yeah. There's an interesting one. So, and I don't know her name. The actor that plays Karen Page in Daredevil
Okay.
is Thor's. I think it's Thor. It's Thor's wife. I'm confused if they were married or not, but I'm pretty sure they were. I'm saying they are. If I'm wrong, comments will tell me and make fun of me. Thor's wife and Atreus' mom. That's the actor. They mocapped her, voice over her, and she looks just like that in the games.
Wait, so the same actor just plays both characters, or?
Yeah, she plays the video. She voices the video game character, and it looks just like her. I'm trying to think of what her name is, so I can pull this up. Oh, Deborah Ann Wolf.
Just to be clear, Thor's wife and Artie's mom are two different characters, right? Or did
same character? Same character.
Kratos picked up Thor's sloppy seconds?
Oh no, sorry. Say that again so I can get this correct. What'd you say?
You said Thor's wife, or was it Kratos' wife?
Oh shit! I said yes, Kratos' wife.
Okay,
Why did I said
okay.
Thor's? That's not.
I was
what
like,
I meant.
ooh, spill the tea, dude. There's some drama. Maybe I
Sorry.
do like the Nordic version. It's like a TLC deal. It's like, oh man,
sorry,
damn you, Kratos, you married my ex-wife. That
no, sorry, I completely
was like, oh, it's the family drama. Okay.
No. I said that completely wrong.
No, you're good.
Sorry, Kratos' wife, Atreus' mom. This is who passes away before the games start. In the story of the games, is taking her ashes. The first game is taking her ashes to the highest peak in the realms.
That's why he left Greece, huh? He fell in love with the redhead.
He get it, Greece, because he had to get out. Man, he was the god of war. He had to fucking go, dude. Had to go. Yeah, I did not mean to say Thor's wife there. I really screwed up. She is in the game. Big plot point in game 2. Major spoilers here. Obviously, if you've not played the games, I'll throw it up just because. Well, maybe I won't, because I can't find it. They moved it. Where the hell is it? Banners? Oh, there it is. I was like, they moved it around. I was like, where's the spoilers tag?
There it is. You got
there it is. Major spoilers for the first game. Not that it came out years ago, but Kratos kills Thor's sons in the first game.
Oh.
He gets in, I think you get in multiple fights and then you end up killing them. So when that scene we watched earlier where he's sitting down at the table, that's the first time they interacted after he killed his sons. So when he's talking about being a reasonable, calm man, he's like, he's the one that's about to blow a gasket.
And that explains why they were pulling that tension for so long of him not speaking. I was like, I'm sure this plays well in the moment. For our exercise, it was like, all right, boys.
Yeah, but in the moment, you're like, oh, fuck. Like, shit's going to hit the fan because you're like, that he killed his sons. So this show was one that I had on my radar, right? But didn't know. It was very, like, skeptical. We'll see. And they've announced the showrunner, the director, all that. Like, his names were like, okay, getting a little excited. And then these castings, I'm like, oh fuck, like I'm pretty paying attention now. Like, I'm like, this is some names and some actors, and okay, like now I'm pretty excited.
What do you think the plan is? Do you expect this to be multiple seasons? So since you've played the games, you'll be able to tell me. Like, for instance, Fallout's already been greenlit for a 3rd season.
Yeah.
So we know they're not going to wrap that up. Do you think this is one that has 2 or 3 seasons in it, or is this going to be a one and done?
I wonder if I wanted to look here and see. It's not a one and done. Minimum, it would be 2. You would cover both games. But I think there's enough story and enough side characters that I think you could do 4. You could do 2 seasons each.
Okay.
Depending. Like the thing, like if you're introducing Thor so early, it's like, I don't know if you're planning for only 2 or if they just want to get those guys on the board faster. Because game 1 is really, it's Freya, it's Baldur's chasing them, is tracking them down. Thor and Odin aren't in the first game. Thor is very late. Like, he shows up and like, it's almost, if I remember right, it's an end credit scene essentially. Like, you beat the game and that's it. It's
okay.
Game 1 is more of Thor becoming like accepting this responsibility as a dad and learning how to be a dad on the fly, which sounds really crazy considering it is you kill everything in sight game. But I've always said, and I'm sure there's people out there to watch this that are fathers and would understand this. Like if I ever have kids, like and when I find out I'm going to be a dad, I want to replay this first game. Like that's how much like that father son like tale meant to me. Like it is Thor raising I don't know if he's not even a teenager. He's probably like 10 in the first game. A young son without his wife because she passed away, and like coming to grips with that and trying to figure out how to be a dad without just being essentially being the God of War, being an asshole all the time. Which is, you played the original games, right? Like,
it almost sounds like the plot line of some 80s comedy, you know, where it's like he's used to being the God of War. Now
you could easily like just use that tagline. Yeah.
Man of the house.
Yeah.
Like it sounds like some 3 Men and a Baby situation.
Kind of. Yeah. The way I just described it.
Never expected. Well, no, I mean, just, the story of it's like, he's this guy. He's this violent God of War, and now he's got to learn how to be a dad. I'm like, dude, there's a plot line there. I'm glad that this IP is what got it, and it wasn't some sort of Tom Selleck movie in 1984.
Right. All I've got is it's a multi-season order, and I remember they added that Shogun director. But let's see. It's a 2-season order, maybe? Let's see. Right now, this was last year, so who knows? No, this was just in December. Right now, I'm working on the adaptation of this video game called God of War, a big title in the gaming world. And they've asked me to come in. I'm literally in the writers' room working. Oh, order 2 seasons is what it says.
Okay, so I mean, they still could. I don't know if IMDb or whoever would have it has the credits. Like, you know how they'll show you the cast and how many episodes they're in. So it's possible. I don't know if they've shown that Thor is in X amount of episodes already, but maybe they do stick with the games and maybe he shows up late season 1.
Yeah, maybe.
But because on top of like God of War fans, even if you're like me and you've only played the first one, the name recognition alone, and Kratos is the big draw, right? And then, but if you're a fan of the newer games, I feel like knowing that Thor, it's one of the biggest characters in that pantheon. Yep. So I assume it's a big character in the game as well. So maybe it's just one of those things where, it's a universally recognized figure at this point, thanks to Marvel and its own pantheon, so I'm wondering if it's maybe not necessarily that he's in it super early, but that they get more marketing value out of announcing that, we got Thor casts. You might only see him for 5 minutes in this season, but we know who he's going to be. I could see it potentially being something like that, because nowadays you almost, I think a lot of the major studios are picking up on this. Like nowadays, it's one of the things Marvel does right is at times building up mystery for these situations, right? Like where they are able, we've talked about that in recent preview reviews, where they'll like digitally remove things or stuff like that. So I could see this maybe just being sort of a way to garner up some more attention. That
possibly, because if like they haven't, I don't think they've. Let's see. I know there's rumors Baldur. Let's see. Oh, that's right. So that makes more sense. So on this Max Parker, they have his Heimdall on this thing I showed you. It's actually rumored that he's Baldur, which that makes more sense. Let me pull this up.
Oh, plot twist.
Yeah. This one right here. Baldur's that character in the top right there.
Okay.
I thought I had seen that too, so that makes more sense, even though he'd be an awesome Heimdall too. Or he looks it. The thing is, like, if Baldur's the main antagonist in season 1, and you're right, and they're just announcing Thor to keep like show him late. Like in the grand scheme of things, who does the normal everyday human recognize first? Is it Balder, who, unless you've played the games or know Norse mythology, like you don't have a fucking clue who that is. Thor, on the other hand, you do know.
Yep. You know who and what, and it might bring some extra attention to it. Whereas I hear Balder and I think of a completely different video game. I think of Baldur's Gate every time I hear that name. So I could see why they'd be like, "Oh yeah, we've got Thor over here, everybody."
Yeah,
everybody
that's
Thor.
not a bad tactic. Even if you're planning to follow the games more specifically with Balder, because Thor really gets involved because his sons are fucking killed.
And that could be where it's sort of maybe Thor gets introduced in the show a little earlier, so you can establish who his sons are. You know,
because
ever since Matt Damon and Ben Affleck confirmed what we already knew about the way streaming services, or at least Netflix, about the way they're going to reiterate the plot for you, I can now just envision a scene where you just have Thor added there, so you can say, "My sons, you are both my sons."
Yeah.
You know, just like something really simple so that everybody who hasn't played the game knows.
Yeah. Because his sons are Magni and Modi, nobody knows that, right? Nobody knows that. I remember for playing the first game, and I was a little confused, and I was like, I don't know who these fucks are, but I guess they're Thor's sons.
I thought he had a daughter, and that's the kind of stuff I see happening to some people.
Yeah,
they're gonna get confused. They'd be like, "Wait, I thought he had a daughter named Love," or something.
I could see you're right there, where they introduced them late, because oops, God, I keep hitting the wrong button every time I do that. They introduced Thor late, after the fact, or like you said, or maybe early, and it's like they're all together. So you're like, hey, we can pinpoint these are Thor's sons.
Because that, like, theoretically, you would want to build up the big bad too. So it could make sense that you might get some extra scenes with Thor. And then that way, by the time you really see him at the end of season 1, people understand that, like, oh, this next season is about to be a ride because Thor's here. But again, I don't know. And I'm just, really shooting in the dark here because I haven't played either of the games. So I don't really know what story we're working with. But
Odin's actor is awesome. There's rumors that they would cast Odin's voice actor in the game. Let's see who's in the show. He kind of looks like him. He's so fucking good.
Man, how they not? Brock Lesnar should fire his agent if he didn't get cast as at least an extra in this game. You know what I'm talking about? Just
right. This is Odin's voice actor, Richard Schiff, Schiff.
A legend in the character actor
fucking
game.
Awesome.
I don't doubt that.
This version of Odin is not the All-Father from Marvel's universe, I'll tell you that.
It's not Hannibal Lecter just cheesing it up.
No, it is not. It is not Hannibal Lecter cheesing it up.
Anthony Hopkins, that's the easiest money he's ever made, dude. He's just hanging out on those sets.
He really was. After the first movie, he's got
good for him.
Richard Schiff of West Wing fame. Good for him.
Oh yeah, dude. Richard Schiff is a dog.
Yeah. I recognize him, but I just didn't recognize what he's in. So he would be fun.
There should be a character actor Hall of Fame where they don't put any of the people's names on there, and it's just all where you're like, oh, I recognize this guy. I recognize that guy.
Yeah, literally,
He belongs in that group of people who, if you mentioned his name on the bus or on the train, people would not know who you're talking about.
No.
But once you pulled up the photo, they'd be like, oh shit,
oh
that
fuck
guy.
yeah,
that guy. Yes, yeah,
absolutely.
There's a whole club. They need to have their own Hall of Fame.
Yes, they do. He would be awesome as Odin, but again, like it's a season. You can get too many characters in season 1, and he'd be a great one to introduce right away in season 2. Do it really like the games do. Like you could tease Thor a little bit more, and then your fucking first scene from game 2 is Thor and Odin showing up. Recreate that scene we just watched.
Right? Oh, and people would love that if
Yeah.
it's done well.
If it's done well, right? That has to be done very well. In the game, and it's a little wonky there, as you have no idea what was going on. Now you kind of do, but it is an awesome scene in the game. You're like, oh fuck, like it's about to be fucking bad.
Yeah, because you've waited, the whole
Yeah.
time between game 1 and game 2, and you're like, oh, I know where this is about to go.
It also
They play with you like they're Alfred Hitchcock with the
Yeah.
way they just keep it stringing along out.
Mhm.
Very good.
It also leads into one of the best scenes in the game early on, and I can't find it, but I was hoping it was in this one. I don't think it is in this video I pulled up. Thor kills Kratos right away in that scene, like very shortly after that scene.
Oh, snap.
So the screen goes out like you're dead. I can't remember the exacts of it, but like you lose the battle and it goes out like you're dead. Like in those games, like it's like, all right, the restart scene's coming.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you hear, let me just fucking find it. It's so fucking, and it's really short.
That's wild. I love that. I love that. Using the
Since
game
you don't care, like
as part of the story. That's good.
Oh no, I don't. Oh no, I want Thor kills Kratos. Wrong.
Yeah, at the time that I finally get around to
it'll
playing God of War and then B beating it so I can play the second one, I will have forgotten about this scene.
Here we go. Yeah.
So but spoiler alert for you out there.
Yeah, spoiler for anybody. Sorry if you're this deep into it, you probably know what's going on.
Subscribe on your way out if you're avoiding spoilers.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
Let's find it here.
Ooh.
Where is it?
I love how Thor's just got like rocking a mean beer gut in this too.
Yeah.
That seems like that's more accurate to the times.
Okay, is it here? Okay, I think it's right here. Got it. We'll start about right here.
Oh, dumbass! You think you can come here, become a daddy, get a clean slate? That ain't how it works. You're a destroyer, like me. Oh, no. I say when we're done. I'm not leaving till I see the real you. Get up!
So that's that. That whole scene ends up there, and he fucking kills him.
Even more proof he's going to be good in this role.
Yeah.
Hearing some of the fight dialogue there, locked it in.
Yeah, that's more of what I was looking for. I should have just played that. But yeah, I'm excited for Opie/Gary Bertier as Kratos. I don't think this is coming out till I think we're a ways off on this one, so that's disappointing. But that I'm now gonna say it, Kev. Cautiously optimistic. I'm gonna say
it. T-shirts coming soon.
T-shirts coming soon. Thank you guys for watching. If you're still here with us, we got to get out of here. There's a national title game to watch. Go Hoosiers. I can't believe I said that publicly. Kev, thank you for joining me tonight. Got any final words on this topic?
No, very excited. Keep an eye and an ear out for our upcoming episodes. Yep. All right. More videos and live stream this week. So
there's a live stream on Kathleen Kennedy. She gone. Pew. She out of here. Celebrate. Play the Naboo scene at the end of episode 1.
They just play with the Cantina band music, though.
And on her way out, she just lit everything on fire. So I can't wait to talk about this. So thank you guys for joining us. This has been the Weekly Dweeb. Please like, subscribe, and share. Turn those notifications on. Hit that bell button so you know when we're going live. We're almost 200 subscribers. That's all we got today, folks. Check out our live stream later this week. Until next time, folks, we shall see ya.